I'm Dan.
And I'm Austin.
And we are here to play games.
Very badly.
That's right. Welcome back to Xenosaga Episode 1, Der Villas are mocked. When we last left our party, we were running around this gigantic Gnosis called Cathedral ship and finding out really disturbing things.
Yeah, I will say so. Cherenkov is not in a good place. At all. To say the least.
Oh, he is not. Yeah, he's having a rough time. He was having a rough time before we all ended up stuck in this ship.
It's worse.
Now it's getting worse, that's right. But we are better off, at least as far as our party goes, because MOMO has gotten some new stuff, and her abilities have expanded quite a bit. So we're gonna keep going with her in our party for now, and demonstrate some fun stuff. We just picked up her Starwind ability up here in these crates, and now we're gonna mess around with it.
Good. I was hoping we'd use it in today's session.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's going to get some good use.
Excellent. Alright, so now we have to go back down the stairs and go across the bridge.
Back down the stairs. Yeah, the bridge we just created. Hi, friendo.
Oh, a unique fight. Oh, he is interesting.
Yup. Ow.
Ow. Okay. Svarozik or whatever.
Let's start this up strong. So as you can see, Refine isn't available because we do not have anybody that's down. But Star Veil and Star Action require Starwind, which we're going to go ahead and use.
Oh wow, she really does have full-on magical girl transformation happening.
Yup.
Well, that outfit's cute.
All right. So she has transformed.
That is wild.
Yup. Weren't expecting weird magical girl transformations in this sci-fi RPG, were ya?
No, I can't say that I was. But that's the best kind of stuff. Alright, Kos-mos, it's your turn.
Yeah. Ow.
So something of note for this enemy, and I know you're probably aware of this, but for our viewers, this particular enemy, even though it's not a boss, is kind of like a mini-boss in that it's a tougher enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And specifically, it absorbs fire attacks, and ether attacks are weak against it.
Yep.
So, which is a little different from most Gnosis encounters.
So we are going to go ahead and demonstrate Magic Caster.
Oh, it's a fishing... Oh, cast like a fishing rod. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, and stole a tech upgrade. Nice.
Tech upgrade Z. Yup. So yeah, that's basically how that works. I'm gonna keep topping Shion up a little bit since she's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, every hit is over 100. Crunch.
Ooh, he boosted.
How dare you boost, you little punk.
Do some R drill.
She is absolutely Drachma adjacent.
Yeah, got like the
Oof.
arm attacks. Yeah, look at that.
That critical up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Aha, you missed.
Yeah, so even though ether attacks are a bit less powerful, we're gonna do a couple of things here. Actually, these are all support. So let's, yeah, this is a good idea, actually. Handy little support skill.
Sure is. Is that max speed?
Max AP.
AP, okay.
Yeah, and we're gonna continue using Medica. And as you can see, Momo's transformation has worn off at this point.
She only gets 2 rounds with it.
Yeah, and I can't remember if that changes at any point, but yeah, the star action seemed a little, and yeah, check it out. Now it's completely filled up, so we're gonna use FB shot.
That's a good one. Heat wave.
Ow.
Ow. So much damage. This guy hits hard.
The other thing to note is we cannot use Star Wind more than once per battle. So you basically have one shot at stealing a rare item and then maybe throwing either this ether effect down or star action.
Gotcha.
We're gonna run Momo as pretty much support in this fight since Kos-mos is gonna do a lot more damage.
Well, she was designed to fight the Gnosis.
Exactly.
But since we're talking about magical girls, and I think I've told you about this anime before, but anybody who likes magical girl anime, which, if anybody's wondering how that's classified, think of things like Sailor Moon, right? Anything that's typically transformative. There's lots of them out there. But there's one in particular that's really funny, and it's Magical Girl Ore, which is a little bit funny in its own way because Ore in Japanese is like me. It's the word me. Like, it's me, you know. So it's Magical Girl me. But anybody who's familiar with it knows what I'm going to talk about. But it's kind of like a spoof of Magical Girl animes, and the fact that it's this young girl who like wants to be an idol, and she gets Magical Girl powers, but when she transforms, she doesn't become like this, like what normally be like this, you know, very gussied up woman. She turns into like the beefiest of swole men in like the Magical Girl outfit. So it's got like the, you know, the garter and the socks and the skirt and everything, but it's just a swole dude, and it's really funny.
Yeah, it's pretty amusing.
And their enemies are like giant teddy bears or something. I can't remember all the details, but it's worth a watch if you want a good parody of Magical Girl style anime.
That's fair.
I think one of her powers is that she like suplexes them into the ground.
Fantastic. Alright, let's see if this is enough. I doubt it.
It's never enough.
So, one thing to note, we were able to use 6 AP moves twice in a row with Kos-mos because of star action. So it doesn't just fill it up, it afflicts a status that puts you at max AP for a couple of rounds.
Nice.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's good damage too.
Yep.
108, so close.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can get... What I'm hoping is Kos-mos will go on the next turn here. Nope, Momo. Alright. Let's see what we can do it.
You'd be pushing it.
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see. Let's see if we can get it.
Oh.
Ouch. Yeah.
Okay, so
we can get it.
the ring, what is that? Tech points up, or is that items, money?
No, that's boost. You get more boost for attacking with this real active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and by acting I mean attacking.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so this should do it. It's probably going to be a ×2, but that's fine.
Points up is points up.
Yep, point ×2.
We won!
Yes, we did.
Huzzah!
Oh, so close to leveling Momo there.
One more fight to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's grab this. But yeah, her ability to transform is interesting in this game. It is a little expensive on EP. I'm actually going to use an Ether Pack S on her to keep her with enough points. Okay. Yeah, so that was kind of a mini-boss. Nothing too special, just kind of hits hard, but it's a good opportunity to try out your new transformation.
Yeah, head west.
And we
West and around the corner.
west. Stay on the ground floor here.
I think you go down? Unless you came from the bottom section.
I did not come from the bottom section.
Okay. Yeah, it says,
down the slope.
take the path that leads west below the staircase and follow it around down the slope and up the next set of stairs.
Alright,
So,
sounds good.
You guys are in trouble!
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk a bit about my choices as far as leveling goes. So, I tend to, at least for tech points, I tend to save my tech points to upgrade as many things to high speed as possible. There will come a time
One of Miyuki's
when we're gonna start leveling the other bits of it, mainly the one for power, to basically power up our chosen tech attacks. We don't have any at the moment, I don't think, although Shockblade might be an exception that we want to superpower right now. So just kind of biding our time, making sure we can act quickly, use our tech attacks like crazy, because they're, as you've seen, they're the way to do a lot of damage in this game. So
yep. We're gonna go up those stairs.
up the staircase.
We'll destroy the rocks.
But I like rocks.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, another big guy. He looks fun.
In the heart rocks. Come on. Yeah, I don't know.
Activate open effect.
An ogre.
I don't care what everybody likes. Ogres are like onions. You know what's got layers? Parfaits. I ain't never heard somebody of it. I don't know parfait.
Yeah.
That movie.
In the morning, we're making waffles.
Yes. It has graphically not aged well, but it is real indicative of the millennial generation.
Yeah. That's very true.
And I still, to this day, enjoy those movies.
Oh, he's powering up.
You know what you should do about that?
I'm gonna kill him.
Smack him in the face.
Ah, this is
But
gonna...
she can't reach his face, so I guess slam him in the stomach.
Star Strike. The star hits him on the top. Ooh, point times 10.
Wow, that's a really good.
Are you okay?
Why are you asking that? Of course it's not okay.
You just killed him with a gigantic star. Of course he's not.
You lunatic. Yeah, there's some rocks up here that you can destroy for items.
My love for destruction and items outweigh my love for rocks.
It's also the way forward, so you would have had to destroy them anyway.
Excellent. Ooh, there's a shop terminal.
Yep, and a save point coming up.
And a save point. That was some weird camera work. You see that?
Oh,
There's stuff
that
down
is
there.
interesting.
Yeah. We'll be grabbing that. I mean, I appreciate it, because, you know, you can kind of see, like, oh, there's stuff down there to get.
Do you really
Yeah.
think this is a good idea?
Yes. Okay, so...
Get that out of here. We don't have time for its shenanigans.
Shenanigan, yeah, you see how much Momo's boost gauge went up?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the result of her attacking on that reel.
Again, that weapon looks like it should make her fall over.
Yeah.
It's so big.
It's gigantic compared to, like, her.
Yeah.
Enemies have been exterminated.
It's very anime. Like, you know, anime characters wielding freaking gigantic weapons.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go that route, like give her a giant great axe or something, you know, a hammer.
If Shion ran up wielding a giant hammer, I would crack up.
Exactly my point.
Kos-mos, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, really?
Oh,
How about no?
I'll show you, miss.
All right.
You just thought you got away.
That's right.
Charger. Our cannon.
Crazy. Does the boost gauge stay built?
Hmm?
The boost gauge, does it stay built, or do they just all build their boost gauge really fast in this particular fight?
So, I got the fire effect at the beginning of this fight, which gave me an automatic 1 boost gauge for everyone.
Okay. Gotcha.
Ooh,
Wow.
that was a lot of damage.
That really was.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Nor was I. We're gonna get the point multiplication after this one. Like that.
Charging. Our cannon.
Yeah, it is interesting. In this entry in the trilogy, everyone has their own boost
All
gauge.
systems clear.
That is not necessarily always the case.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What, in 2 and 3, do they have like a unified boost gauge that you have to pick who boosts?
At least in 2, there is a unified boost gauge, sort of like the shared FP in Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't remember how it works in 3. I've
We'll
played...
get there.
Do what?
I said we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there. By the way, viewers, if you do want to see episode 2 soon after this, let us... Am I going the right way?
I think so.
Okay. Let us know of your interest. We probably will have at least one game in the interim here, but still, we definitely want to complete this trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was saying I have played episode 1 and 2 several times. I have only played episode 3 once.
Now you guys are in trouble.
Really?
Yes. He's in the back row.
I suppose we could get into that if we really wanted to, but just as a surface level wise, just not been interested in doing it more than once, or...
Oh, so I played this game when it first came out. You know, I was kind of a big fan of Xenogears. It caught my eye. I was like, all right, I got to play this one.
Right.
And then I got episode 2 because I enjoyed this game, and I was like, where is this gonna go? I need to know. And then after episode 2, I just kind of fell off of the series, and the sales for this series definitely dropped. But I found episode 3 one day, and I had gotten distracted with some other turn-based RPGs. I believe I was playing Valkyrie Profile 2 heavily around that time, and so I found it for pretty cheap one day. I found episode 3 for like $10 or something. And so I got it, but I just never ended up getting around to it until I ended up playing through the whole series, and I finally got to episode 3. And it's interesting because I was very confused by things in episode 3, and we're gonna go over this when we get to it, but this trilogy is a little like Kingdom Hearts in that there's a bunch of things.
Sorry, continue.
There are a bunch of extra things extra games and other materials that fill in kind of the lore and story and backstory of characters.
Oh, really? So it has interim stuff that brings clarity to the 3 entries
Yep.
for the console?
Yep, and stuff like there is a game, I believe Pied Piper is the name, Xenosaga Pied Piper, that fills in the backstory of Ziggy, who he was before he was a cyborg.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Yeah, and so a lot of that stuff gets brought in to episode 3, so I haven't decided quite how I want to handle it, just to make sure we cover that, because you can't play Pied Piper anymore, and that it had to be translated, because I'm pretty sure it was all in Japanese. So it is going to be a matter of covering that supplementary material. The good thing about episode 3, though, is it has a data log with a bunch of information about things. So I want to make sure we cover all of that, so that when we get to episode 3, everyone is not entirely confused.
Yeah. Before we started recording for this channel, Dan and I went through the 13 I want to say games for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, there are a lot.
And even by the end of it, and I had a much better understanding having played from the beginning to the end with all the interim stuff. Thank you, Square, for releasing a 2.5 and 1.5. And
Yeah.
I think a 2.8 at some point. Anyway, all those extra, like, condensed versions of the game.
God, that was a lot of damage. Go ahead.
It was. But even then, having played all those games and like literally kind of dissecting it as we went, much, maybe not to the same degree as we did with like Xenogears, but we definitely had several moments where we're like, oh wait, hold on a second, what's happening here? How did we get here? Who's this person? Why are they here? You know, like all of that. I am still more confused about that than I am Xenogears.
Oh yeah.
So it does have a cohesive narrative. I like,
Ooh.
and I say that knowing that that's a divisive way to say
Well,
that.
no, I was... Okay, interesting. Go ahead. I boosted Momo, but she was asleep, so Shion took her turn because she was up next.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, anyway,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, so like, I know there's a big meme about like Kingdom Hearts is confusing and blah blah blah, but like, and yes, there are moments of confusion that's not entirely clear. Like to this day, if you were to ask me what Kingdom Hearts is, like the location or like the MacGuffin of Kingdom Hearts, I don't know the answer to that question because it's a different answer every game.
I do. Kingdom Hearts is light, right?
Right, except for that answer changes every game.
Unless don't.
Unless don't. It's like, it's light, but it's hope. But it's actually a place, but it's not.
Unless it isn't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Because you can build it by collecting hearts. I don't know. So like the MacGuffin itself, I can't answer that question.
You're right.
But as far as like what happens narratively from like Kingdom Hearts 1 through the series, there is a cohesive narrative and there's some really interesting things happening, but you can't get that unless you experience the narrative in some fashion, whether someone explains it to you or you like play through it yourself, you know, because Chain of Memories ties in directly to 2, which ties into like it's 352 over 8 days, ties into 2. You've got Dream Drop Distance. You've got there was like that mobile game for a while that had some influence on what happens. There's Birth by Sleep, which has a huge impact on what 3's all about. So like, if you don't play, and they're all on different consoles too, because heaven forbid you have them all in one place when they first came out, right? Because Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories came out on like Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah, and then there was the re-release of Chain of Memories, all that, yeah.
Right, which was a PS2 release, but it was like Re-Chain of Memories or whatever.
Yes.
And then they released Kingdom Hearts 2, and on the DS was 358 over 2. Like, it's just...
There was 2.8, like, it always confused me, because there was Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
Right.
And then 2.8, which was like Fragmentary Passage, or whatever it's called.
Right.
Yeah.
So 2.8, 2.5 I don't think had Birth by Sleep. or if it did, it was like just like the video form. I want to say 2.8 included Birth by Sleep as an actual game you could play, and had Fragmentary Passage, which I think was the mobile game like information,
Right.
which ties into like how Xehanort, old man Xehanort, is involved with some of the anyway.
We're getting down the rabbit hole a little bit.
Right. I don't want to dig too deep into that, but
So-
just all that to say is there is some understanding there.
Yeah. So
I forgot what my original point was.
No. It's why when brought up Kingdom Hearts and you started laughing, I was gonna be like, yeah. So this, viewers, is why I understood why he was laughing, because it's just like by the end of it, Austin's brain was just done. He was just like, no, I can't do this anymore. There's so much stuff. So,
But you best believe when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, I'll be playing it. So you know.
yeah, me too. Yeah. This series is not nearly as expansive unless you start bringing in Xenoblade and trying to tie that in. But I believe Xenoblade, they've stated, is a different world. That's questionable in my opinion, but that's just because of my desire to connect things all over the place. But even if we just take Xenosaga, like there's less than half of the amount of games and resources that Kingdom Hearts has for putting together its really convoluted universe lore narrative. But still,
Yeah.
this game and this series manages to be very complicated as well. So
I was going to say, it takes half the resources but doubles the confusion.
yeah. Okay, we're going into
Yeah.
the structure here.
Yep. And Xenosaga was actually my first entry into the Xeno series.
Yeah.
Because when we were in college, you were playing it and introduced me to it, and so I started playing it. Of course, I never finished it. I got the farthest I ever got was here in the Cathedral ship.
Oh yeah.
So, and wasn't intentional. It wasn't lack of interest. It just got busy, did other things, got distracted, forgot about it.
He's watching.
Came
me.
back to it. He is. You can't avoid him. And then just never got around to getting back to it. It's
Yeah.
the same problem I have with like games like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's a great game, and I really enjoy Metroidvania style games. But that game, for whatever reason, I just cannot finish it. It's not that it's not interesting. It's not that it's too difficult. I just have tried. I've started it like 4 times, and I have yet to finish the game. I've gotten fairly far. I've gotten through some of the harder bosses. In fact, I think one of the ones I beat was listed as one of the hardest bosses. I could be mistaken. It's been a while since I looked at it, but it's like you find like your double running around somewhere, and it transforms into this creature, and it's a really big pain in the butt to fight. You know, I got through it. It was tough, but I got through it. So it's not lack of interest necessarily, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't hold my attention the way other games do.
What doesn't exactly? Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I healed him.
Oh, that's great.
That's not what you want to see. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
biz attacks.
Our drill.
Unlike other Metroidvanias, like what was it? It was a small indie game. I think it was called Islets.
Oh yeah.
That was cute little game. It was fun. Wasn't very long, but had some of the similar like vibe that Hollow Knight did without the difficulty. And then I've been a big fan of the Metroid games for a long time. I actually was introduced by Metroid Prime, but when I went back and played things like Fusion, I've played Metroid Dread, you know. So I really enjoy those styles of games. But for whatever reason, Hollow Knight just couldn't hold my attention. Which isn't to say it's a bad game. It's a great game. Narratively speaking, it's got some really cool lore and stuff in it.
Yeah, Hollow Knight, I've tried. Hang on, alright, so this is Ether Effect down 25%. Let's see what this does, because this is mainly for...
Mystic powers.
I think this lowers Ether Attack and Defense. Or, I'm sorry, it lowers Ether Attack but raises Ether Defense. In other words, it makes Ether less effective across the board. for the party, which I think is a good thing to have in place for this enemy.
Gotcha.
And action would be less effective on Kos-mos, because I'm pretty sure her sub-weapon would heal him.
Our drill.
Whereas our drill's doing some decent damage here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Hollow Knight led me to the realization that I'm not much of a Metroidvania player. I do like a few, but I tend to like the Soulsvania style games, so
Sure, yeah.
Vigil, Salt and Sanctuary, Salt and Sacrifice.
Right. Where it's more, the mapping structure itself isn't what bothers you, it's some other aspect of the Metroidvania
Yeah,
mechanics.
it's Metroidvanias seem prone to having hard skill checks on their boss encounters in particular,
Sure, yeah.
and that's not a type of difficulty I find particularly enjoyable. It's not that it's bad. I think it's good. You know, it's actually it's very well done as far as gameplay goes. Like the genre itself, the Metroid games, Castlevania, and I've enjoyed some of that in Soulsvania style games. But I just, you know, things like Hollow Knight, they're kind of not for me.
Right. But I think,
Cool aesthetic though. Like wow.
yeah, it's beautiful. I think one of the biggest difference between, say, like Salt and Sanctuary versus Hollow Knight or Metroid Dread is actually pacing. Because Salt and Sanctuary and by extension Salt and Sacrifice and Vigil too, it feels slowed down a little bit. So like even traversal and stuff, and it's not like it's slow necessarily, it's just slower, right? With the Metroid games and Hollow Knight and other games like them, I find that the reason I'm struggling with boss fights is there's so much happening so quickly that I'm still, it takes me a while to learn the patterns to dodge the raindrops, right?
Right.
And once you learn the pattern, it gets a little easier.
So,
But it usually takes me a couple of different tries, and it's faster. It's much more reactionary.
yep.
Whereas with like Salt and Sanctuary, sorry, I'll
It's
finish
okay.
and let you
It's
talk.
okay. Go ahead.
But with like Salt and Sanctuary, even though the bosses aren't necessarily slow per se, there's a broader stroke of movement. It feels more grandiose. You have more time to like look at what's happening and react in a way that's not gonna get you crushed immediately. Usually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of in the same vein as like Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls and the pacing there versus say Dark Souls 3,
Ow.
which by comparison is lightning fast.
That's true. It is very, very fast. Although, compare the speed of Dark Souls 3 to a standard action game, hack and slash action game, it's very slow.
Right, exactly.
So-
And that's I think what's happening here is that with Salt and Sanctuary and Vigil and those, they're like in a Dark Souls 2 or 3 level of speed by comparison to say Devil May Cry, right? Or even FF16 had, because they did an action, like a heavy action RPG style, it was much faster.
Right. Real quick, just a mechanical analysis of what's going on in this fight. Number one, we can see the effects of Starveil in that a lot of the ether moves I was using, because I wasn't paying attention, were very ineffective at healing, which is why I'm using some medkit S's. Because Medica was healing for me like 60 or 70, and Life Shot was about 90.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, you can see the effects, like, really, of what's going on here. It is wearing off a bit, so I am actually going to go ahead and top Shion off. So now that Veil is worn off of her, she'll be healed a lot better. Yeah, now we're back to normal here.
Sorry to distract you from the mechanics.
The other thing I wanted to note, you can see Kos-mos still has Veil active. That's because it's very clear how much slower she is in this fight. I'm actually going to guard with her. Let me see if we can get a point multiplier on this one. Oof. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Ouch.
Ow.
Yeah, this guy hits hard, and you can... I don't know if Veil effectively lowered the damage he was doing, but if it did, it was more effective at lowering healing amount, so... I like Star Action a lot more.
Yeah, I have to imagine it raises defense, otherwise what would be the point of lowering... Unless it lowers his ether attacks too, which maybe he just didn't do as many of those, I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, level 15 for Shion and Kos-mos, that's cool.
Yeah. Since,
Thermal Blast.
Nice. Since Kos-mos is so much slower, is it worthwhile to find ways to boost her speed?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. Have I gotten...
Still need to extract, I think, the sleep resistance for everybody.
Yes. Yeah, and she's level 1.
I think you also have it equipped on Momo, which means you'll have to unequip that and then...
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for at the moment, but yeah.
Okay.
Let me see something.
Oh, it's equipped on her.
But yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, she is Nightwalker. Her dexterity goes up. Yeah, it's the agility. I can't remember if there is... I think there's something... Watch me, like, find it or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is something somewhere that raises agility. So, the stats in this game are interesting. I'll take a moment on this. So, you can see that Shion's pretty well, pretty even. Her vitality is probably her best stat. She has an agility, of 8. Whereas Kos-mos a lot higher on strength and ether attack and dex all across the board, but her agility is 7. Momo has 9 agility. So Ziggy is the slowest at 6.
Okay.
So yeah, like it's really it's interesting how generally the agility of characters goes between 6 and 9. I don't think anybody... I don't remember Junior's agility, but I don't think it's higher than Momo's. I think Momo has the highest agility in the game.
It makes sense for her to have that.
Yeah, I mean, she's very good on turn economy for that reason.
Right.
She just struggles to keep up with, especially early on, the tech attack damage dealt out by characters like Kos-mos, Shion, basically anyone else. She has some of the weakest tech attacks for now.
Right, but that's also not her, like, main shtick either.
For now.
Right.
Speaking of tech attacks, I was going to check out... So she has Thermal Blast now. Which is a cool one. It's a nearby spell, sort of like Lightning Blast. And it's
it's just the fire version?
Yes, it's basically the fire version of Lightning Blast.
Got it.
I don't remember what the weight status does. Let me see something, actually. Yeah, recover faster. So when you use a tech attack, there's a little bit of a recovery time. So this is a good one to level up if you've got the points for it. It's also pretty cheap to do. And then this is just attack power of the tech attack. Now this is the big stat to level up. If you find, like, let's say I wanted to level Shockblade a lot, you could just dump a ton of tech points into leveling it up. It goes up to like level 50.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yep. For now though, I'm just gonna put... Yeah, I'm gonna put Thermal Blast right there. That way she has access to all of them, but I like Shockblade and Spell Ray for her fast ones.
Yeah, makes sense.
We'll deal with that stuff a little bit later.
Yep.
All right.
Go up the stairs. The escalator.
We got in here.
You gotta fight the plant thing. so that we can get a decoder.
Target locked on. Commencing combat.
There are so many of them.
Those aren't hydras.
That's,
Maybe more like hydra melons.
Yeah. We haven't used this yet. Hold on.
We have not. Although I'm sure Thermal Blast would probably do pretty well against these.
Probably.
Nice.
You are
Weakness
correct.
fire.
You can see the item and the rare item. Momo's Magic Caster steals the rare item.
Okay. Is that a guaranteed steal or?
Yeah, I believe it's a guaranteed steal of the rare item.
Okay.
They don't take a lot from this damage, it looks like.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Charger. Arcannon.
Nice.
It takes a lot of damage from that.
Especially when you crit.
Yep.
It is interesting thinking about the general speed of games, because this game, I feel like it has a relatively good speed for a turn-based RPG battle system. Yeah, look at that. Relatively speaking, of course. They're all guarding. Why are they all guarding?
Better than them poking in you.
Fools.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to think of games like 8, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 10, and even 9. And I feel like the pacing on the battles there is faster than it is here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Arcannon.
The pacing on the battles is slower in Episode 2 than it is... Yeah.
I'll be begging for the pacing here when we get through 2 then.
Yeah, you will. Everyone does. That's one of the big problems people have with Episode 2 is that the battles take a while.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because I appreciate the desire to make this a cinematic experience, right?
Thermal Blast, yeah, indeed.
And it's cool, and they all have really cool abilities, and it visually, especially for this time when this was released, very, very pretty game.
Mm-hmm.
But then I see things like, and again, it's a different era, so grain of salt, but like I see things like Persona 5 Royal, right? Also visually very stunning. Then it's not the fastest paced JRPG, but its pacing is very fluid between each of the fights, and you get into a rhythm that just kind of allows itself to just move forward at a clip.
Yeah.
And it's not like you're not in a rhythm here. I know how I am. And dealing with this pace and then trying to grind would probably tear my brain in half.
Yeah. It is interesting because let me make sure. Okay, here we go. With regards to grinding in this game, most characters pretty much max out their attacks and their offensive options at level 30 in this game. So we're about level 15 right now, so we're about halfway there. There are other things to consider, like have you leveled up the tech attacks you want in the way you want, and stuff like that. But one character, Chaos, gets his final tech attack at level 50. And that's why it's one I have barely ever seen, because even as much as I enjoy grinding, I'm not leveling the whole party to level 50 usually to get just one tech attack for one character. Right. So.
Well, and it seems like it feels like 50 would be excessive with the pace that this is taking.
Yep.
Structurally speaking, with levels. Is the max level 99 for Xenosaga?
I believe it is.
But you could probably get through this game at like 40 or less, right?
You can get through at 30 very easily, including the big bosses.
That's wild. Okay. That's a huge level discrepancy for difficulty.
Yeah, it is interesting because I do feel in some ways that this game is just an interlude for episode 2, which I have very, very mixed feelings about that being the case because of some of the creative decisions made in episode 2.
I see. Interlude, huh?
Yeah, like an intro in a way. Because episode 2 feels like a much more full game. This feels kind of like it's a introductory, and it's far too long to just be an intro to a game, right?
Right.
But it is sort of introducing a lot of story elements that episode 2 and 3 run with.
Sure. Maybe like Act 1 of a 3-act play.
Yeah.
Xenosaga 2 is 2 of those acts.
So if we're going with that analogy,
or maybe 4 acts.
Episode 1 is Act 1. Episode 2 is Act 2, 3, and maybe 4. And then episode 3 is Act 5 through like 25 or something. Just because of how much happens in episode 3. It's absolutely insane.
Seems like with the Xenosaga and Xenogears, it kept running into a creative crunch.
Yes. I definitely believe that's the case.
Man.
Alcohol might be good.
I haven't played any of the Xenoblade series, but does that seem to be the case happening with Xenoblade 2, or does that seem to be getting the time they need to really expand on that?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Gotcha.
Xenoblade...
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know your opinion on any of this in the comments, honestly. But Xenoblade, I know, has a much different way of pacing and a much different way of playing. It's more of an open world type game. At least episode 1 certainly delivers itself that way. And from what I hear, Chronicles X is, it's a different story. It's not part of the main series, but it's very interesting. And there's that remaster that's coming, which I'm pretty excited about.
Sure.
So I'm just checking Shion's ether attacks. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So Xenogears is not the same world as Xenosaga, which is not the same world as Xenoblade Chronicles 1 through 9, or however many there are. Because I guess X isn't 10, it's just X.
Oh,
right?
yeah, X is different. Okay, hang on, what does refresh do?
Were there 3 Xenoblades?
Yes, there are
4 Xenoblades?
Yes, there are currently 3 main series Xenoblade Chronicles, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then there's X, which is separate.
X is different. It's not. It's not meant to be 10. It's just X. I'm not sure what they were doing with that, to be honest. Oh wait, I need to set those.
At least it's not the Keyblade.
Listen, you. Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, grab that.
Flower seed.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna head northwest.
And I did just pick up new ether skills for Xion while we were talking. Medica All is sort of like Medica, but heals everyone. Boost 1 will grant 1 boost gauge to whoever you target, which is nice.
Nice.
M&E.
M&E. Yep, we're gonna follow this walkway around to the south side, and then when we come out, there's an elevator right below us. We'll write it down and enter the north room.
Ow.
You know what, Dan? You're doing a good job. I'm gonna give you a raise.
Oh, thanks. I could use a raise.
Yep.
Wait, is it a percentage-based raise?
Yeah,
Curses!
of course. Hey, but it's still a raise, even if 30% of 0 is still 0.
I feel appreciated.
You should. I worked hard for this, dang it.
So that was Medica All as well. So you can see it's pretty expensive, but it is pretty nice to be able to toss.
Yeah,
if your
that's
whole
gonna be a
party's
big
in trouble.
boon.
Yeah. And eventually, with enough ether points, it's a good idea if you're gonna, like, say, rely on Momo for support. Maybe transfer, like, Medica All to her, and she can heal everyone.
Does she doesn't get a cure-all type of skill, does she?
Nope, Shion and Shion and Chaos both get heal all type skills, but Momo doesn't, to
Interesting.
my knowledge. Her life shot is extremely good, though.
It is. That single target heal is real strong.
Yeah, it's much stronger than Medica. And then Medica 2 is, I think, the strongest single target heal.
Gotcha.
You know what? Nah.
Yeah, as a Final Fantasy 14 player, every time I hear Medica and Medica 2, I think of the White Mage skill, which is an AoE skill. So Medica is a White Mage heal, and Medica 2 is a White Mage regenerative heal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if your whole party's in the area of effect, they all get like regen for 8 seconds or something.
Oh, I misspoke. Medica Rest. I think it's called Medica 2 in Xenosaga Episode 2, but Medica Rest is what it's called in this one, and it just recovers all of your HP.
Mm-hmm.
So Medica Rest is really nice. And you can learn it up the tree from Medica All. So we're getting there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Kiraga.
Yeah, pretty much. Smack!
Man, this place is huge.
Hmm?
The cathedral ship is huge.
Oh yeah, this is a gigantic dungeon.
Yeah, like, just looking at how much we have left to go and how much we've covered. Easily another episode or two.
Oh yeah,
before we're out.
Yeah, this place is gigantic. Do we need any topping off? Okay for now. Alright.
Like sprinkles?
Yeah, like rainbow sprinkles.
Ah, man, that's a good kind of topping right there.
Mm-hmm. That's if you're
there should be an elevator.
ice cream cone. Okay, elevator?
Yep.
Take the elevator. Sure, I'll operate the elevator. There was nothing up there.
Well, we might go back, but right now we're doing this. Go through the north door.
Alright.
Yep. And then there are 2 unicorn enemies here, as they describe it.
Oh boy.
But, ooh, not only are they harder than normal enemies, they will also have the ability to revive one of the 2 enemies that accompany them. So try to kill them all at the same time.
Okay.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
And avoid ether attacks on the unicorn.
And the unicorn's in the back row. Spectacular.
Isn't that great?
That's so good. Let's see.
But there's a lot of really good items in this area.
Yeah.
So,
Very worthwhile room.
yep, and including a segment address.
Outstanding.
Yep.
Is it-
And then once we get all that, we'll go back up the elevator. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Is it a segment address we can open?
I don't know. Do we have the key for 13? I don't think we do.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna find out. Yeah, for our viewers, if you have played Xenosaga, the trilogy before, and you have a favorite, I would be very curious what your favorite is and why. Don't get into too many specifics, but, you know, if it's like mechanics or story, lore, narrative, aesthetics, you know, like, it's all valid reasons, in my opinion, you know. Just out of sheer curiosity. That's the way to do it, though.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't boost Shion because it's currently her turn. Hey, cool.
Ow.
I'm sorry.
That hurt.
Everyone.
Oh, man, it hits hard.
Yeah, it does. Wait a minute.
And there's 2 of these guys in here.
Now is a good time to use Refine.
Mystic powers. Grant me a miracle.
Very demure, very refined.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done yet.
Ha 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 ha. Get out of here.
Who would
Punch.
have thought one of Miyuki's inventions
Point
would
times 4. I like that.
Well played, your rogue.
Level up. Meteor Storm.
Nice.
And we got a unicorn horn.
Wait, that was level 15, right? So that's her
Correct.
first, like, far
That's correct.
tech attack.
That's correct, yeah. Let's go take a look at it. I know I'm going to. So yeah, one enemy line, an attack from another dimension. Yeah, it actually, I think, slash hit, yeah. Interesting. You say, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Magic Caster is line. Yeah, so, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade this one. And what we're probably gonna do here, you know, I would like to do that, at least with... I don't know. I'm not inclined to mess with the tech points too much yet. But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and set over Magic Caster fast. We're going to set Meteor Storm. That way we can throw a far tech skill with her no matter what. We do still have Magic Caster here, but for a boss fight, we're going to probably put it back to the fast one there. Just because... this means essentially what I would have to do is attack once, transform, and then use Magic Caster, and we would only get one shot at doing that, which isn't the worst thing in the world for a boss, so it's good to have it in case I forget to freaking change it, but still.
Yeah, I got you.
Are we anywhere close to... Yeah, let me use an Ether Pack S on her. Actually, I'll use one on Momo as well. Don't be shy about using your recovery resources in this game. Like, don't use them every 5 seconds, but use them judiciously.
Judas.
Segment address number 13.
Nope, don't have the
No
decoder.
decoder. He's mad.
He is.
I wonder
You
if...
topped off for that fight?
Yeah, I think I'll probably... Yeah. Let's,
G. 500 G.
500G.
500 gollies.
Oh. Come at me. That's what I like to see.
Nice too.
Alright.
You don't know when to give up.
Okay, that's not nearly as bad.
Yeah. Those ogres are rough.
Yep. Hope you like this battle music.
It's certainly not as grating as some of the other games I've played.
Here I go. Meteor storm.
That'd be a good question. I don't know if we've asked this on the channel or not, but like, what is... Let us know in the comments. 2 questions. 1, what is your favorite battle music?
Mm-hmm.
And which one has gotten the most on your nerves?
You talking just
Like-
turn-based games here, or...
Yeah, like specifically this type, where like the music specifically changes because you've had to go into a random fight, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
Like I think some of my favorite, for example, just to kind of go here, is Skies of Arcadia's battle music,
Right.
specifically boss fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is dynamic and it kind of goes along with whatever you're fighting with.
That's certainly true.
And And the music's never really it's never really gotten on my nerves. It's just like low-key enough to not be intrusive.
Sure.
I can't think of what specific game has been like the most grinding of my brain cells as far as like battle music goes. But I feel like I have a memory of a game, which I don't remember the game itself at all, so I have no name or anything, but I do vaguely remember playing something that was turn-based, and I like dreaded getting into battles because the music was just like, I'm so tired of hearing the same 8 notes or whatever it was. Like, so I know it exists. I just don't remember anything about it. Probably because it was so tiring that I just like locked it out of my brain.
Sure.
Forever.
Yeah. Medkit DX.
So, yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, let us know in the comments your favorite battle music and your least favorite battle music.
Medkit Max.
There you go. That was a good haul.
Yeah, so DX, 1 enemy or ally, HP recovery high. Max is all. So it's like an X potion.
Nice.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, press triangle. Yeah. W. Okay. I think that's W item. Ooh, sorry. About had to sneeze there. Okay.
Bless you.
Ah! Alright, so I'm done in here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, just leave the room and we'll go back up the elevator that we came down.
One that always kind of comes to mind with battle music is I'm having trouble remembering it, but there was a point where I got sick of hearing the Final Fantasy VIII random battle music.
Yeah, I could see that.
It just kind of got like old.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of these, to be clear, aren't like they're not bad.
Nah.
It's just something about them you just kind of get tired of hearing after a while.
Is this the right way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a slope. There you go.
Okay.
When you reach the bottom of the slope, turn around and make your way west. Blast all the rocks and grab the cure-all, 500G.
After fighting some more ogres.
I'm gonna do
Right, because we want to fight more ogres.
Yep. Yeah. It is tough to pick one that is like my favorite. Off the top of my head, I am a fan of Blinded by Light in Final Fantasy 13. Which is kind of a polarizing one. I know some people are like, it's awful, and some people really like it. I'm one of those that really likes it. I think the Valkyrie Profile 2 one is really good. Trying to think. Let's blast this ogre.
Yeah, Sea of Stars actually has some really good battle music.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that would make sense given that's the composer of that one. Was that one? Did they have Mitsuda composing for them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Which Mitsuda didn't do all of the music.
Right.
But Mitsuda definitely did a good portion of it. In fact, I remember learning this. I don't remember if I mentioned it to you, but Sarai's theme song was written by Mitsuda.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Because they like felt that they like he really identified with Sarai and the way she operates, the way she like what motivates her and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, for those who are watching our Sea of Stars playthrough, you'll understand why I'm kind of being cagey about what I'm saying. It's because we haven't gotten that far yet. As to what is her motivations and why she's doing what she's doing. So, but we will.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see your perspective of Sarai now versus end of game, because I think it'll change.
Sure. Certainly a very cool character. Actually,
She is.
I thought of, I think, probably what my answer has to be for my favorite battle theme. Nocturne's main battle theme. And it has several that... Oh, sorry, where am I going here?
You know, go west. Go west.
west,
Yeah.
okay.
North is the way forward. West has got some other goodies we need to grab, so we're gonna just keep chugging along.
Okay. Nocturne has several just random battle themes depending on where you are in the world. So what I'm talking about is the first one you hear in the game. So.
Yeah. Now, most of the Persona games have really good battle music.
Yeah, I did get really tired of Last Surprise from Persona 5, to be honest.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the caveat, or not the caveat, the thing that would like stick out to me the most, that would make it grating, is because of vocals.
Is what?
Vocals,
Oh.
specifically.
Charging.
Like if I was hearing it all the time.
Yeah.
Because again, P5 Royal changes the battle music for the most part. Like Last Surprise, and maybe I'm misremembering the names.
So Royal uses Takeover usually.
Right.
You can still get Last Surprise if you are if it's enemy advantage, right? If they back attack you, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that makes it more tolerable. I think if I heard Last Surprise every fight, it would get on my nerves too. It's a great song. It's a good bop. But I think the vocals would like distract me from what I'm trying to do.
So Takeover's vocals don't bother me at all. Like it's something about the way Last Surprise, it just it's not quite it doesn't have as driving of a beat as Takeover does. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, probably different things for different people, I imagine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Charging.
Not to mention the memification of some of that music.
What's that?
The memification of some of the music.
Oh yeah. I do like Final Fantasy IX's just main battle theme. I think it's really good.
As much guff as I probably give 7, I actually do like its battle music as well.
Yeah, 7 has a great soundtrack.
It does. Man, these ogres hit really hard, and they have a lot of HP.
Yeah.
They're just... the hit point sinks.
I am considering bringing in someone over Momo for some of these, but being able to steal is just so nice.
Yeah.
The thing about that, though, is I think you can change your party members whenever you want, and
Let's go on.
let's check that, actually.
Like mid-battle, you can change your party?
No, not what I mean. Like, I can go in right... I don't have to be at a save point. Yeah, so I could bring in Chaos right now if I wanted to.
Man, that's so wild to me that you even thought about the fact that you may not be able to change your party members unless you're at a save point.
Oh?
Yeah, because I just forgot that was a mechanic that existed at one point.
Yeah.
Because none of the new stuff does that. The newer stuff, you're just like, yeah, I'll just swap out my party members wherever. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
you could swap them in battle, whatever, you know? It's fine.
Right.
Yeah, poor Chaos is so behind. Let's get him some levels here. And we'll swap Momo in for when we fight bosses and stuff. Poor Ziggy, I just kind of don't care about him at the moment, but
That's okay.
he's so powered up right now. He'll be fine for a sec.
Right.
Rejuvenator.
Yep, now you're going to head south here. Until you come to a fork, and then we're going to take the west path.
Place is gigantic.
It is really big.
Yeah, just let me know if there's a mini boss coming up. Is that a mini boss?
That one right there. Yep. That's one of those ones where you can't use ether. You'll want to use physical.
Alright. Actually, I wonder if stealing from this boss is even worthwhile. Or this mini boss, whatever. Let's just go with it.
I don't know.
Let's just go with it. I haven't used Chaos in a bit. Hey, buddy.
I'm sure
Disabling
whatever
auto safety.
rare item you can
Destroy
steal from
all
it
targets.
is probably not so bad that you can't afford to miss it.
Yeah, I think I'll be okay. Oh, is that speed down? I don't like that.
Hey, you know how Kos-mos is slow? Guess what? She's even slower.
I think I can get rid of this with an antidote. I think.
Here.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, and this one, you don't want to use ether, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same type, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, physical's gonna be better. Ow.
Cool.
Oh, good.
Alright, so then...
La Saluto Vital.
We'll never know what she's actually saying.
Who knows?
Yep.
Stop slowing me. Stop it.
Rude.
Stop it.
He won't.
Stop.
He won't
Stop it. Cut it out.
Can't stop, won't stop.
There. Alright. Let's do... yeah.
But this boss is worth killing because he's guarding a Decoder 9.
Very worth it.
And we'll get a... I guess it's an item? Like an accessory? Or piece of armor? Maybe? On the east side once we destroy it.
We'll get a miscellaneous piece of equipment.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because, like, the word shield is in it, but that doesn't really mean it's a shield you can use.
Excellent.
Gotta love RPGs item names sometimes.
I mean, if you want a series of JRPGs with weird esoteric things going on, you've come to the right place.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Unleash some of thy powers.
Oh, that is his cure-all. Okay.
Yep.
Nice. Rare.
It's not quite as good as Medica All, but it's pretty good. It's decent.
That ain't nothing.
That's right.
Man, that's doing such good damage.
Oh.
Haha. That was cool.
Let's see. Are these? Nah, we're gonna stick with Shockblade.
I don't know. Thermal might do okay. Oh, no, wait, but that's not physical. That's ether.
Yeah, it's Ether.
Nice. Arctic Cannon.
Ow.
Just determined to slow down your slow character.
Uh-huh. I don't
Now,
care anymore. Goodbye.
yeah, in his defense, she is also hitting him the hardest.
Yup.
Our drill.
Smart AI.
Get out of here.
Maybe not AI. Programming? I don't know.
What's the difference? Ah!
Algorithm? Well, that's a good question, and one I do not feel like getting into right now.
Nice. Starting to get Chaos some of those points that he badly needs.
Yeah.
At some point, we are going to use these items that I am hoarding. Decoder 9.
Decoder 9. Yeah, so now we'll go back to the east.
Now we'll go to the west.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Not the bees.
Always the bees.
Not the bees!
Systems are
You know what, Dan?
Mmm.
You're the bee's knees.
Thank you. Oh, I got all backwards. I need to use ether on these guys.
You got to have it.
Ow. Look,
Man, they're like nothing compared to the unique enemies floating around here.
compared to the what?
The unique enemies
Oh, yeah.
floating around here?
Oh, yeah. These ogres, though.
Big stupid ogre. Ow.
Ow, indeed.
And that was a defended 101. Hmm.
Stop it.
Yeah. Yep. We'll head east, destroy the crate, find an item, and then further down is another crate with a revive inside.
Shiny.
And then we'll go all the way back up to those rocks we destroyed and head north for a scene.
North for a scene.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's a scenic north path.
How scenic.
We'll take the scenic route.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Charging. Our cannon.
So, in Xenosaga 2 and 3, do you have the same party members, or do you get different ones?
That's a good question. And that's not what I'm going to answer right now.
Ow.
Unleash some of thy powers.
Like, I know Xion is in all three of them. That doesn't mean she's the main protagonist in all three of them.
That's true, it doesn't.
But I assume she's at least a prominent figure. And by extension, probably Kos-mos.
Here.
They do both seem very important, don't they?
Yeah, well, Kos-mos especially, I would hope that she's at least in all three of them. Mostly just because I like her. She's a really cool character.
Kos-mos is really cool.
Ready?
I am a big Kos-mos fan.
Yeah, I imagine her coolness factor increases as the story progresses.
I could see it.
But, like, the more you're, learn about her. Obviously, I'm not asking you to tell me anything.
Yeah.
Because spoilers.
Spoilers.
But,
Yeah.
Thought
Yeah.
Miyuki's inventions would come in.
How are we doing on? Okay, so tech points. It would be nice when using Chaos to be able to upgrade the speed of some of his stuff. Let's see what it would cost. Oh, I have Heaven's Wrath. Nice. That's it.
We haven't seen Heaven's Wrath yet. Have you said it? I guess not.
I'm pretty sure I learned that at level 15, so I have to set that. These are 150 though to upgrade, and this one's 200. So let's at least set Heaven's Wrath though. It's a near, yeah. We'll set it on square. I don't remember how much this gives. Let's take a look.
Have we seen any of your favorite tech attacks for any of the party members yet?
I'm not sure, actually. We've used several that I like, but I'm not sure. I need to go back through and look at the tech attacks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only one I remember that I was just like by the end of the game was a non-negotiable was one of Kos-mos' sub-weapons. Because it's just so cool.
Yeah.
And when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, let's figure out what this item is, shall we?
Yeah, the clock shield.
Yeah.
Was unsure what it was.
My guess is an accessory.
Looks like a
Prevents slow.
accessory.
Yep, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I assumed accessory, but I didn't, you know.
Excuse me.
We've also had stuff in Sea of Stars where we picked it up and you're like, where do I equip this? And I'm like, it's a key item. You can't actually do anything with it.
Yeah, it's a very RPG issue.
So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Aren't they the best?
Kos-mos, let's go.
Ooh, cool. Get rid of this guy right away.
Yeah, at least they're not in the back this time.
Yeah,
And a point ×2.
I like that. Yeah, I do feel like characters
Our cannon.
get extremely powerful in this game very quickly, based on their levels. So like a level 14 Kos-mos, level 15 Kos-mos are pretty different in terms of power.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's not that it's like completely ridiculously drastic or anything, but I do think the scaling's pretty sharp.
Gotcha. Makes me wonder why they didn't cap the level at like 50 or something.
Yeah, maybe they did, and I'm just not remembering.
Oh, I'll go find out.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna drastically overkill this guy, but...
Heaven's wrath.
or not.
Okay, so it looks like that the max level is in fact 99. But all you get from leveling that high are additional S points in episode 2, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
30 per level in addition to a fixed bonus.
Yeah, so this series has import bonuses between its episodes, because these all released on the PS2.
Right.
So that is something to consider, actually, but I've never found leveling that ridiculously high to be worth it.
Right. Oh, I see. So, without going into detail, the way the leveling system, the points system works in 2 is a little different.
Yes.
And the only reason you'd want to max out to level 99 would be to clear out one of several tiers of skills, like right away.
Right.
But that seems unnecessary.
It is. Honestly, I remember exactly what you're talking about, and it's going to be a nice advantage for maybe 5 hours, and then it'll be like you didn't do it. Like, you still want to import some stuff. There are other benefits, but yeah.
All right. Well, specifically just the S points bonus you get for being that high of a level. There's other stuff you get for completing the game and obviously and doing all that other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Revive.
Okay.
That's good.
Yep.
Going up here.
And now we should be able. I think it's a dead end there.
But I want to go this way.
Okay.
But I want to
go that way.
I want to
then.
go. I want to go up here. What's up here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe just circles around.
Yeah, this circles around.
Oh, it does. Yep. It does. Okay,
That's
cool.
not bad.
That worked. Yeah. No, keep going. Yeah, keep going west.
Yeah, now back down here, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think.
Yep, and that's where you blew up the rocks. So head north.
Yeah, we'll go up here.
Yep. Scene.
Oh boy.
Cutscene.
It looks like we've arrived at the center.
That means we're halfway through.
What is that?
A building?
I'm just kidding. We're further than that, guys. Don't worry.
Maybe some sort of device?
Oh,
What could that be?
that's a
What do you
really
mean?
big Zohar.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It's just,
Yes?
well,
And
if
that was
this
the
is
one.
really the center, it's possible that
Drenkov
it may
saw.
be of some importance to the Gnosis. But This, of course, is from our frame of reference, so we could be completely mistaken.
In other words, if that is a man-made object, it could be a ship or some other wreckage that was swallowed just as we were.
What about us? Are we gonna end up like that too?
We'll be sure to get out of here before that happens. Kos-mos, what's the Elsa's current position?
Location unknown. I have lost its signal.
Lost?
The Gnosis magnetic and gravitational fields have become unstable near the center. The last known coordinates point to a location on the lower level, 300 meters below our present position.
That's pretty close. Shall we go?
Yes. Let's just hope the Elsa isn't in the same condition as the wreckage around here.
Let's hope. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, he's still just wandering around aimlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, there it is. Oh, the other reason I thought he might have been on Ariadne was because of the flashback with that Zohar and those pillars, and then when we're running around later
for the Zohar link experiment are complete. We'll begin
in the
phase
cathedral
1 in
ship,
60
you can see
minutes.
those pillars in the background.
Ah, yep.
Commander, why was I assigned to this mission?
I wanted to test your loyalty to the organization. Nothing more. The citizens will be affected, whether you succeed or not. Do you regret your decision?
No. They're of no consequence to me, nor to our organization, or anyone else.
Well said, Cherenkov.
What's going on there?
Who even knows?
What the?
Oh, hello. The ghosts of your past are coming after you. Oh, hey, there's the sign. The Y sign.
Oh, boy. All right. Oh, Cherenkov.
Yeah,
You having such a tough day.
he is. Now we just go ahead and enter the building from here.
Look at my running around to the corners. Must check and make sure nothing's there.
Right.
All right. Oh, hey.
Ooh, that's a new looking creature.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, here we go.
Lizard man.
I'm sorry, but again, that is not a lizard.
Right, because it's a lizard man.
Right. And the Minotaur we fought was an actual Minotaur.
Uh-huh.
Although, these are closer to lizard-like things than other creatures have been.
Ow.
That is a lot of damage. Good grief.
Our drill!
Take that.
Okay.
420.
How what?
Blaze it. It's health. It has 420 health.
Oh, yeah. Yup. Nice.
And then I said blaze it.
Blaze it,
Because I am a doofus.
you doofus. Stop biting me.
Man, those teeth must be made of metal with the way they sound.
Yeah, seriously. Alright, we're gonna top chaos up a little bit.
Open ether circuit.
That's a smart idea.
I thought so.
Yeah. You're such a smart cookie.
Ah,
Charging!
crit. Crit, please.
Nope.
Our drill!
Crit. Oh, yeah.
I refuse.
No.
Yeah, plenty of stuff to break in here for items.
Gotta keep blasting.
Yep. He's so angry.
So angry.
Listen, Sizor. Scizor, whatever its name is. Scyther? I don't remember. The Mantis Pokemon.
Yep.
I think it's Scyther. I think the quote-unquote evolved form is Scizor.
I would not know.
Yeah, I know. I
Oh.
was actually playing a little bit of Pokemon Scarlet today because I hadn't played it in ages, so I started a fresh file, and my son, who was having a bit of a hard time just today, I think he didn't get enough sleep or something, sat down beside me and was really invested, so I ended up making my character look like him per his request, and he picked my starter Pokemon and everything. It was really cute.
That's adorable.
Ready? Okay, let's go on.
That slow really helped in that one.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's top left here. Pirate statue.
There it is. Hamburger hook.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go.
Caution, boozer.
Look at this.
I didn't know you could stack
Yeah.
more than 2 in a row.
Yep. They just got a weird formation going.
Alright, line up to die. Let's go. Weak sauce.
It's really not a great heal. It's fine.
It's okay if it's like well, I don't know.
It's
know.
a decent
Isn't
top
it?
off, I think.
Yeah, is it an expensive cast?
Yeah, it's 6. It is cheaper than Medica All, though.
Sure. I just wonder if you come across, say, a boss fight where topping off every round is a good thing to do, if that would make it a economic choice.
Yeah, I could see it. Okay, Ether Pack Max. I think that clears this room out.
Yep, so head on north.
You should be coming up on a save point right here.
Yep, large lobby with a save point on the left.
There it is.
Next to the ping pong coffee table.
Yeah, alright. So I think this is a good spot to call it for this episode, but next time, and I'm going to go ahead and use a biosphere here just to top everyone off.
Smart.
I think that gets people not in my party as well. Yeah, everybody's topped off the biosphere. So we'll buy more of those.
That's super handy.
Yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, we're gonna actually end the episode at an actual save point now.
What? Oh, the mall. Now we're in the tower.
We're in the tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is waiting for us at the end of this?
A boss.
I mean, other than that, like, what kind of crazy stuff are we gonna find here?
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. We do hope you've had a good time enjoying the narrative, enjoying our discussions. I know we've asked for some comments already a couple times in this episode alone, but feel free to leave a comment on your thoughts of the story so far, anything that we've covered up till now, and nothing beyond, please. Or, like I said about the boss music, or not boss music, the battle music, the one you like, the one you hate. Favorite food? I don't know, whatever. just talk to us. We're lonely. No, we're not. But we do appreciate the conversation, and we like engaging with you guys. So please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Outside of that, was there anything else you wanted to add, Dan?
No, not at the moment. This, I don't know, just general thought. Beyond, I don't have anything specific to elaborate on, but this area is very interesting to me. We're inside a giant Gnosis, and given some things we know and some things we don't yet know about the Gnosis, that's a very interesting thing to me. It's kind of a surreal area, right? Like there's these fragments of this planet just floating around inside this huge space whale creature type thing.
Right.
So yeah, and next episode should be very interesting. I find the story developments at the end of this area to be fascinating. So yeah, definitely tune in. I'm excited to conclude the Cathedral ship and for the scene right after as well, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, we're definitely ramping up for some big reveals, it seems. So in the meantime, thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day, and we do hope it is a wonderful one. We will see you all in the next episode.
See you next time.
Bye-bye now.
Diddly diddly do 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 do. Thanks for watching.